Hello and namaste. Today I'm going to talk about how to create a simple calculator app using WPF, Visual Studio Code. If you are really new in your Visual Studio Code, I can teach you from the beginning of project creation. Now for the first time you have to open your Visual Studio, go to the file, go to new and click the project. Then it's gonna give you a window is like this one. So we're gonna type up here WPF and it's gonna come on the top. Whichever comes on the top, just select it and do next. So give the name of your project. As this is a simple calculator, I'm gonna give simple calculator as the name of our project, and now create. So it creates a simple calculator like this up here. Okay, as you got this windows.cs, main windows YAML.cs and main windows.yaml file open in your first creation of your project. Then if it doesn't have both of these open on your screen, then you can just get it from here on your right hand side. Main window.yaml will be up there once you create the project by default, and you can hit the arrow and get the CS file too. But for first time we just need main window.yaml. So we can do the design part of here, and for this one it's really easy. For the design we can just drag and drop using the tools. So for tools it will be on your left hand side, as you can see in the toolbox, or if not then you can go on the view and get the toolbox from here. So it's down here. Okay, now I'm going to do from here. First, as a simple calculator, we're going to need a display and the buttons. So we're going to need how many buttons? 0 to 9 is going to be 10 buttons, and the 4 operational character, and 1 clear and 1 result. So we need somewhere around 16 of those buttons. But very first time we're going to do the text box for our result print. It's gonna work like hold on. Before getting the text box, we need to get the grid, so that everything we have to have inside the grid. So first let's get the grid, data grid. So grid, let's put the grid on the top. So inside the grid you can give a text box. Go text box, drag and drop. It's gonna work as our display on our calculator. So let's make it a little bit okay. Now we have to give the buttons. Button, 1 button. You can rearrange the size like this. Okay, 1. We can clear the name on the top. We can give we can customize the name at later on. You can do Control C and Control V and drag, or you can just drag and drop from the toolbox. Instead of doing that every single time, I would just like to do this. So go in here. Now select. Again, it doesn't let me do this. So you can Control C, pointer, Control C and Control V. So you can copy both of these and Control C V. Do it again on the side, and now again we need all of these 4. Control C V. We need down here. Now select all again. Control C V, Control copy and paste. Now we can just rearrange the size for design. Let's make it looks a little bit nicer. And text box, let's go make the display a little bit bigger. Okay, there you go. It's not touching the bottom. Okay, now we can give background color if you want to. Just touch on the grid, go to the layout, get to the brush and then change the background color, whichever you find out better. So I'll just do this one for now. So give the name of the text box. So it's gonna print the result, so I'm gonna give text.result. I'm gonna do the text result for the text box name, txt result result. Let me give the camel text result result. There you go. The name of the text box will be the text result now, because it's gonna print the result. So let's give the name, number, and the character, number and the buttons. So making the rough figure of calculator in our mind, what we will have in our calculator will be, it's gonna start from 0. Normally they have 0 on this one, so we can double click and get 0, and it's gonna be CE button or equals to button, it's up to you. Now I'm going to give a equals to button, and this one usually become 0 0, but here we're going to give a divide sign, and this one will be CE clear button, and this one will be add button. And okay, let's do multiply on this one, and negative, because add button usually go on the top. Now we'll give 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now we have to fire this numerical button, will fire the same event. Therefore we have to give the button click event for all of these. So when you touch on the button, see on the YAML file down here, it's gonna highlight whichever button you choose, it's gonna highlight the same one. Okay, as I see 3, it's gonna highlight 3. Okay, now we start from the button 1. Double click, let's go, double click on the button number 1, it's gonna fire the button click event. So let's go back to the YAML file again, and it's already selected. On your right hand side, go to this thunder, and on the top it says button click. Copy that one and go to the number 2, and on the number 2 do the same, paste on the click button click, so that all of these numerical button will fire the same event. 0 is also considered as the numerical, so we have to, once you do this one, go down here, paste, give the button click event, because we're gonna do the same thing for all of them. Yeah, once you give the name, it's gonna fire to the event, so you have to come back every single time. Control B. So we have done this one for that one too, and it's kind of okay. Let's go for the 4. Button click, enter. Yeah, as you can see, every time I hit enter, it's gonna go to the same event fire. Number 5, B, enter. It's gonna fire the same event. Unless we are firing the different event, we are good. So just paste, keep pasting. 7, B, enter. Yeah, we are still in the same page. 8, paste, enter, still on the same. Now the last numerical button, paste, goes to the same one. Okay, here now we have to give name for all of these. Equals to sign, let's give the equals to name. For the equals to sign will be equals to will give us equals to we can give the name, or you don't have to, but let's just give the equals to equals, it doesn't really matter, but you can give the name. Divide, clear mul button. It's a multiple button, so this is sub button, sub button. This is add button, so add button. Now we have to go to the CS file for the coding purpose. So far we have done the design part, and now we have to move to the coding part. So in here, whatever we click is going to take the content of the button and give us the variable. Whatever variable we're gonna use, we have to define up here. So first time integer first, let's just do this smaller. Integer first, integer second, because we're gonna give the two variables from the calculator button. There's gonna be first number we enter gonna be in the first, the second number we enter gonna be in the second, and the third we're gonna do the character. So character will go on the character. Character equals to operational character, so we're gonna give OP. Now come back, going back to this event. Here button. So button. So all of those are button btn. Okay, hold on. Btn equals to button sender. So our sender will be the button sender, and text.result. So all these gonna be on the text.result.txt. So text.result.txt plus equals to button dot content, whatever content on the button dot toString. So let's parse toString on here. Then after second will be the number. Second equals to int, and int we're gonna parse to int the 32. So int 32 dot parse. What we're gonna parse? Result, right? Text txt result dot text. So we are so far done with the button click events. All of the numerical button will be captured from these events. Now what we have next, we have equals to divide clear. Okay, let's do first divide event. So let's go in here, divide click. What will happen when you click the divide button? If we click the divide button, it's gonna take first you're gonna hit the number. So first numerical equals to, again, parse in the 32 dot parse. Everything that you go from the top of those button will be text content. So we're gonna parse that one first to the integer. Then after you enter the first number, you're gonna enter the operational character. So OP equals to, so for this event and divide event is going to be the divide button, divide character. Then after that you're gonna clear. You wanna clear the screen. Text result dot clear. Text result is the display, so you wanna clear the result. Now we have to go multiply. Do the same copy. You can copy and paste the code. It's just simple, like you have to change this the character and negative. For negative you can do the same thing again. Just do negative up here. Now go back for the add button, do the same thing, just give add. So far we just do is first we take the first value from the first button enter, and then we take the operation, and the second value is gonna take the second value as like the same thing. Now we have to do the result, which is gonna give the final result equals click. Here in the, so once we enter the second button, it's gonna take the second number. Say we hit, as soon as we hit the second button, we're gonna hit the enter, right? That's why we're gonna do the second equals to, you're gonna parse it to the 32 int 32.parse again. So we're gonna parse the text.result, which is gonna give you the content of those button. txt result.text. Then we have to declare the variable for the result. So first the result will be 0, result equals to 0, or you can do result equals to 0, integer result equals to 0. Now we have to give the conditions. What if user hit the plus sign and the negative signs? If operation op equals to plus, then give the result equals to result result equals to first plus second. If in user hit, if op operational character equals to negative, then result equals to first minus second. If no, it's gonna be only one if, and the second will be else if. I just forgot. Else if. Again here it's gonna be else if, else if the operation op equals to multiply, then we have to change the result. The calculations will be result equals to first multiply second. So just make it a little bit easier to see. Then else if again, else if op equals to which character is left now? It's a divide. So divide, then result equals to first divide second. Then if the text result is already 0, then what we have to do is just make it clear. txt result.text equals to 0, then I don't need this one up here. Then we have to do is clear the text result. Text result dot clear. Now display the result. Display, we have to parse the result as it is in the we all have the integer, so we have to parse all of those in the string. So parsing is easier, and the string is dot to string. There you go, we have done it so far. Yeah, let's run the project. Let's see, double check it. Okay, it looks like it's gonna run. Check it out. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 plus just get 22. Okay, let's clear. 2 minus 2 equals to 0. Clear. Once it's 0, it's gonna clear automatically. You don't have to do it, but just to be on the safe side, 21 divided by 3 equals to 7. That's divide is still working. 9 multiply, hold on, 9 multiply 9 equals to 81. 81 divided by 9. 9 plus 8, 17 minus 10 equals to 7. Yes, so far all of them are working. That's how you can just create the simple calculator using the WPF. Thank you so much. For more video, keep watching and subscribe our channel. I'll post some more video on how to create different application using WPF. So thank you.